Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where spec sheets are stripped down to reality, where glossy press photos get compared with the cold light of the lens, and where every car, whether it's a luxury crossover or a humble daily driver, has to prove itself behind the wheel. If you're new here, this is where we don't just talk about the marketing promises, we talk about what you actually get when you step up close, sit inside, and live with the car. Today, we've got one of the most important players in the luxury SUV space, a vehicle that practically defined the category when it first launched decades ago. This is the brand new 2026 Lexus RX 350, and Lexus is promising more refinement, smarter tech, and a sharper drive while keeping the reliability and comfort the RX has always been known for. But does it live up to the hype? Or is it just coasting on its reputation? Let's find out. Exterior. Walking up to the RX, the first thing that grabs your attention is the face. Lexus has redesigned its iconic spindle grille for this generation, making it more integrated into the body rather than a bold cutout. On the RX 350, the grille still dominates the front, but the mesh pattern looks more three-dimensional, almost sculpted into the bumper. Slim, arrow-shaped LED headlights sit on either side, with daytime running lights that sweep upward, giving the car a focused expression. The hood has deeper character lines this year, pulling your eyes toward the Lexus badge, and the front bumper tucks inward in a way that makes the SUV look athletic without being aggressive. It's the kind of face that says premium without shouting about it. Moving along the side, Lexus has kept a floating roof design that debuted in the last generation but refined it so it looks less gimmicky and more elegant. The blacked-out C-pillar blends smoothly into the rear glass, creating that signature RX silhouette. This model rides on 20-inch wheels standard, with optional 21-inch alloys that fill the arches nicely, giving the RX a planted stance. The body lines are crisp, but not overdone. There's a soft shoulder line that runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights, catching light just right, and a lower crease near the rocker panels that adds depth. One thing you notice immediately is the way Lexus has worked on proportions. This RX is wider and slightly longer than the outgoing model, which makes it look more stable and premium when you see it in person. At the back, Lexus has gone with a clean, horizontal look. The full-width LED light bar is now slimmer and brighter, stretching across the tailgate with the Lexus name spelled out in bold letters underneath. Instead of bulky chrome, the RX 350 opts for subtle metallic accents around the bumper, which looks more modern. The roof spoiler is sharp, extending outward with integrated brake lights, and the rear bumper gets a tidy black diffuser-style insert. Unlike some rivals that overload the rear with fake vents and trim, Lexus has kept it classy here. The RX 350 just looks confident from every angle. It's the kind of SUV that doesn't need to scream to get noticed. Interior. Step inside, and the Lexus character really shines. This brand has always been about comfort, craftsmanship, and making sure every detail feels intentional. The 2026 RX carries that tradition forward but adds more modern flair. As soon as you open the door, you're greeted by soft-touch materials, open porwood or brushed aluminum depending on the trim, and seats that look more sculpted than before. The driver's seat is now 14-way power adjustable, and Lexus has focused on ergonomics so that everything falls exactly where you expect it to. The steering wheel has been slightly reshaped, with a slimmer rim and easier thumb controls. The centerpiece is the massive 14-inch touchscreen, running Lexus's latest infotainment software. Unlike older Lexus systems, this one is quick, responsive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The interface feels like a premium tablet rather than a clunky car system, and Lexus has wisely kept a few physical controls for climate and volume so you're not forced into the screen for everything. The digital instrument cluster is crisp and customizable, and higher trims even get a head-up display that projects speed, navigation, and safety info directly onto the windshield. Rear passengers are treated well, too. The RX is strictly a two-row SUV in the 350 configuration, so the second row has plenty of legroom and headroom. The wider body means 3 adults can sit across comfortably, and the rear bench reclines for long drives. Optional heated and ventilated rear seats, along with USB-C ports and a panoramic sunroof, make the back just as luxurious as the front. The cargo space is generous, with a low-load Florida power liftgate, and Lexus has added a kick sensor for hands-free access. It's practical without losing the premium feel. Now, let's talk about performance. Under the hood of the RX 350 is a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, replacing the old V6. It puts out around 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. On paper, it's slightly down on horsepower compared to the V6, but torque comes in earlier, making it feel stronger in everyday driving. Lexus claims a 0-60 time of about 7 seconds, which is respectable for a luxury SUV in this class. You can choose between front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, with the AWD system being smart enough to shift power seamlessly when traction is needed. On the road, the RX 350 delivers what Lexus buyers expect: a smoothness above all else. The suspension tuning is comfort-biased, absorbing bumps without floating, and road noise is impressively hushed thanks to better insulation and laminated glass. The steering is light but precise, perfect for city driving, though not as sporty as a BMW X5 or Acura MDX. What Lexus has nailed is the balance: it's comfortable enough for long commutes, refined enough for luxury buyers, and still capable of tackling a winding road with confidence. Fuel economy is rated at around 24 to 26 miles per gallon combined, which is competitive for this segment. Safety is another big highlight. The 2026 RX 350 comes standard with Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and pre-collision braking with pedestrian detection. The adaptive cruise now works more smoothly in stop-and-go traffic, and the lane centering feels less intrusive than before. Lexus has clearly been fine-tuning these systems to feel more natural, which is exactly what luxury buyers want. Pricing for the RX 350 starts around $50,000 for the base trim and can climb to around $65,000 fully loaded with luxury packages, bigger wheels, and premium audio. That puts it right in the sweet spot of the mid-size luxury SUV segment. And when you factor in Lexus's reputation for reliability and strong resale value, the RX 350 makes a strong case for itself compared to German rivals that often come with higher running costs. So, after spending time with the 2026 Lexus RX 350, what's the verdict? Lexus hasn't reinvented the wheel here, but they've done exactly what their buyers wanted. They sharpened the design, modernized the tech, improved comfort, and kept the serene, worry-free driving experience that has always defined the RX. It's not the flashiest or sportiest SUV in the class, but it's one of the most well-rounded. If you want a luxury crossover that looks good, feels premium, drives smoothly, and doesn't punish you with reliability headaches down the line, the RX 350 remains a top contender. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2026 Lexus RX 350, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews. We've got plenty more cars coming, from EVs to performance machines to everyday commuters, and here at Car Flash, we'll always tell it like it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.